How's it going, everybody? This is Top Drabo. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright, so you might have been noticing lately that a lot of top YouTubers have been calling it quits or have been scaling back as of lately. You know, names like MatPat, Tom Scott, CaptainSparklez, you know, some of those names. A lot of top YouTubers that have been around this site for such a long time have recently decided to move away from YouTube and really start moving on to greener and better pastures. But what is the reason behind their decisions in doing so now? And why are there so many of them that are deciding that now is the time to scale away from YouTube and start focusing on what's next in life, and more importantly, what's the future of YouTube as a result? Well, that's what I'm going to talk about here. For this video, I'm going to be talking about why I think top YouTubers have been quitting YouTube lately. I'm going to share with you maybe one big reason as to why I think you're seeing so many of these big names now decide that they're going to put a wrap on their careers, and what I think this means for the future of YouTube as a video sharing website as a whole. Now, obviously, as we all know, making a lot of YouTube videos every single year, that's a lot easier said than done, but it still takes a lot of work to do. Yet, there have been so many of these YouTubers that have been able to make it as a career, because not only are they uploading quite a number of videos every single week, they're also building a whole lot of views and also a lot of subscribers as a result of that. They have built such big fan bases that they have managed to really generate a huge following as a result of their success on YouTube. But as we all know, nothing really lasts forever. A lot of YouTubers ultimately suffer from burnout, and as a result, they may have to take a break from YouTube before coming back, while some have tried a lot more to really build a whole lot more of that, and ultimately end up crashing and falling as a result, and end up falling into irrelevance. Or maybe there's a big scandal that takes place that ends up taking away all of their fame and leads them into irrelevance. But for some reason, a lot of big YouTubers lately, they've decided that, you know what, I think I've done enough here on this site, and I think it's time for me to step away from that. And trust me, as I said before, there are quite a number of big names that have recently decided that now's the time to step away from YouTube. Perhaps the big one as of right now, in my opinion, is MatPat. Obviously, for those that have followed the Game Theorists, he is the mastermind behind that channel. In fact, he posts a lot of videos with his crew over there in regards to gaming theories about some of the most popular video games there is in all of the world. You know, those Nintendo games, PlayStation games, Xbox games, you name it, even Atari games, so many of the most popular games. He has quite a number of real theories in regards to that, and he has managed to build up more than 10 million subscribers as a result of all of his success on the Game Theorists channel. Well, lately, he has decided that he's going to call it quits from being on screen on YouTube. Obviously, he has his own business to run, so he's not steering away from it entirely. He's just deciding that now is the time for him to stop appearing on camera and let his own crew go ahead and do everything from now on. So he's just steering away, deciding that he's just going to oversee things from the office standpoint. And I feel like that he has decided that now's the time to focus on some better things with his wife and kids, and obviously just have a little bit more downtime with his family. I don't blame him for that. I definitely feel like that for the career that he has had, that he really deserves to have some time to play some more video games with his family, obviously, and I think he really deserves that. Another big name is Tom Scott. Now, I have never seen this guy's channel up until earlier this month, as soon as I heard about this guy, but obviously he's also one of the top British YouTubers. In fact, he posts quite a bit about certain topics, like for example, history, science, geography, and even technology. So he's probably one of the top YouTube educators there are on this site. He does quite a bit of educationary stuff on his YouTube channel, if you have seen his channel before. Well, lately he has decided to also scale back from his duties on YouTube and start focusing on things outside of that as well. Now, again, I only first heard about this guy this month, so I really don't know too much about him and his reasonings as to why he's decided that he's going to do this, but after building so much success on YouTube in regards to educational topics and all that stuff, he too has decided that now's the time to put his YouTube career to rest for now. And another YouTuber named CaptainSparklez. Now, he is one of the top Minecraft YouTubers there are. In fact, he posts quite a number of stuff in regards to Minecraft. You know, like parodies, even like music videos. Heck, even, you know, like some topics in regards to Minecraft or something like that. He is a YouTuber that has utilized his fame as a result of this popular online video game, and a game that even now then still hasn't gone away from the public view because Minecraft is just so popular. Well, anyway, he's decided that enough is enough with the Minecraft content for now. In fact, he's just finishing up with some of his last videos in regards to Minecraft, and he's decided that he's going to scale away from that. He's not leaving YouTube entirely, it's just that he's going to start posting about other things as well. But in regards to just making Minecraft content altogether, he's decided that he's going to retire from doing that. And trust me, he, along with those other two that I just mentioned, they are a part of a long list of big YouTube names that have recently decided that now is the time to either hang it up or just simply scale it back. And it's just really odd that in 2024 of all years that all of these top YouTubers that have just really built up all of this huge success and have really just built up a whole bunch of followers as a result of their success on YouTube, all of a sudden, so many of them in just one fell swoop, they have decided that they are stepping away from YouTube outright. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions as to why some of their favorite YouTubers have decided that now is the time to call it quits. Well, I think it's really one real reason as to why they're doing that. And the reason why I think they're doing that, well, I think it's because they really feel like that they have done all they could with their YouTube channels. You know, you've seen these guys, you know, talk about some of their favorite topics, like for example, gaming, educational stuff, and a whole bunch of other topics as well. And they've just really built their channels from the ground up. They have become big name YouTubers doing exactly what they love. And really because of that, they have gotten a whole lot of followers, a whole lot of fans. They've even done a whole lot of media appearances, you know, autograph sessions, a lot of stuff outside YouTube as well, like TV stuff as well, even some films as well. They have really done so much to build such a following and make a whole lot of wealth that they have been able to make successful careers on YouTube as a result. And I don't necessarily feel like here, unlike most other cases, that's because of burnout. Here, I think it's really because they feel like they've done everything they want to do and really just accomplished from their set list of goals that they had planned for their YouTube channels. And now that they feel like they have accomplished that, they've now decided that really it's time to go ahead and just move on to greater pastures, obviously. Start focusing on things outside YouTube where they can really get interested in. You know, like maybe they have a whole bunch of other hobbies outside YouTube, a whole lot of other interests that they want to pursue, obviously. I feel like that's for the majority of these YouTubers, especially the ones I've mentioned here. I think that's exactly what they have decided to do here. They've done everything they wanted to do. They've really built up a whole lot of success, and now they feel like that it's time to let somebody else go ahead and take the reins, or in some examples in which they're just a sole YouTuber, just put it down altogether and go ahead and pursue what else that they would like to get done in their lives as well. Doesn't mean that they're done with YouTube entirely, maybe. There's a good possibility that they could potentially come back for some other appearances, maybe even become full-time YouTubers again at some point if, you know, luck changes or a stroke of a pen or something like that. But otherwise, they're mostly just putting it down. They've decided that, you know, they've done what they had to do, and they decide that now is the time to go ahead and pursue other interests. It's really sad to see, obviously, because, you know, there are so many great YouTubers over the years that have really built up so much success. However, unfortunately, for some reason, they just kept building up so much under pressure to really impress all of their fans that they end up having those burnouts. And as a result, they just feel like that they can't do it anymore. And they just quit YouTube as a result of that because they've tried so much and yet ultimately they burn themselves out. Here in this scenario, it's completely different. Here, they've basically decided that they pretty much accomplished everything that they've set out to accomplish with their channels, and really they don't feel like that there's anything else left to prove as a result. And you know what? Good for them. You know, obviously, I know it would be sucked to see them leave. I definitely would like to see them do more YouTube videos, but hey, you know, they got a whole bunch of things outside of YouTube that they gotta handle, and of course, that's part of life. YouTube is not just one thing that everybody has to worry about. There's things like, you know, like making sure that your family's doing well, you know, they may have some other jobs outside of that, or maybe there's just something that they really want to pursue, and I'm all for it. You know, obviously, for those that feel like they've done enough on YouTube to really get to where they want to be, hey, why not go ahead and do that? I definitely support their decisions. I definitely feel like that, you know, whoever takes over their reins is obviously going to have a very tall order to really fill out. But hey, as I said before, it's life. Everybody's got to deal with something outside YouTube, and now they decide that this is the time to go ahead and do so. But again, for some reason, I mean, you've never seen this mass amount of YouTubers really quit in just a short period of time at the beginning of the year compared to all previous years in past in regards to YouTube. So obviously, because of all of that, the thing that I really want to know is, and I'm sure a lot of you are trying to figure out as well, what does that mean for the future of YouTube? Well, very simply, the more top YouTubers that quit, and I'll guarantee you there's probably going to be a few more over the next few months that we'll see quit. Obviously, this means less and less people for people that have really enjoyed watching their content to enjoy. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of top YouTubers that are going to call it quits for, like a particular topic that there's not going to be a whole lot of YouTubers left to really fill that space. I mean, yes, you can have guys like, Markiplier. Heck, you can have guys like, like FB, which of course is now React. You even have, like PewDiePie, even though he's not been posting as much lately as he has been before. At some point, some of those guys, they're ultimately going to put their YouTube careers down and start seeking other pastures as well. And so obviously, at some point, those spaces have got to be filled. And so obviously, that's where today's generation of YouTubers come in. Obviously, for some of us that are really only just getting started, or those that have made their careers on TikTok or like Twitch or something like that and want to really build their own followings on YouTube, hey, this could be their opportunity to do so. Why not go ahead, utilize the resources that they've seen their favorite YouTubers do to build success on their channels and really start trying to find a way to take their YouTube channel up to the very next level. Now again, as I said before, it is a lot easier said than done because once you actually get into it, it is a lot harder to do. And only very few YouTubers are going to be able to successfully do that. Like I said before, it is not easy to be able to reach 1 million subscribers and a whole ton of views like all these top YouTubers have been able to do. You gotta put in like a whole lot of work and you gotta put a lot of dedication to it as well. And ultimately, it just takes a whole lot of resources and time to really do so. But obviously, you're gonna see this huge new generation of YouTubers step in and really try to see if they can capitalize on this opportunity to really become these new faces of YouTube. Obviously, as I said before, I highly doubt I'll be able to get there again. This is just not my full-time career. I already have a career outside of YouTube and I just do this for fun, but hey, I would definitely love to hopefully get there at some point. Maybe have the amount of subscribers that you see, maybe those people have had before, and really just make a whole lot of money on YouTube and just have fun talking about some of the things that I love most with you. But again, I just don't see that happening because obviously I don't have the resources and really just, the time to be able to do that. But obviously, as I said before, there are going to be a whole bunch of other YouTubers that are going to be seeing this and going to be trying to take full opportunity to do that. So yeah, the future of YouTube is at a bit of a crossroads. However, again, just because some of the top YouTubers are now stepping away from doing YouTube, that doesn't mean it's the end of the site as a whole. There are going to be a whole bunch of new YouTubers that are just getting started with their careers that are ultimately going to take advantage of this opportunity and really just try to become the new faces of this site to take their channels to the next level. And ultimately, we're going to need that because if YouTube is going to stay alive by the end of this decade, we really need to see a whole lot of brand new people step in and really just take advantage of this opportunity to utilize every resource that YouTube has had so that way this site can have a whole bunch of brand new faces doing exactly what they love best, making content for you guys to enjoy. Look, there are so many big names that we've enjoyed watching over the years that have decided that now is the time to put their YouTube careers down for now and start pursuing other factors. And again, they're probably not going to be the only ones. You're going to see a whole lot more of them in the near future. But that doesn't mean it is the end of YouTube as a whole. It's just the end of the era that we have come to know and love as a result. But again, there are still a lot of bright things in the future in regards to this channel. All it takes is just for a whole bunch of brand new faces to step in and really take the site to the next level. Those that are stepping in as the successors for those YouTubers, I can guarantee you right now, they're going to bring this website to whole new heights. And so obviously, you're going to have to keep an eye on those in the near future because who knows, that next big YouTuber could very well be waiting, working in the wings. So that's just my take on this whole thing. Obviously, it's very sad to see a whole lot of top YouTubers go, but hey, they've done everything they could here on YouTube, and now they decide it's time to go ahead and start pursuing other interests. So obviously, I would really like to hear from you. What do you think about this whole thing that we're seeing right now? What do you think are some of the top YouTubers that you have seen retire, or at least in some sorts stepping away lately that you're going to miss? And more importantly, what do you think this means in regards regards to the future of YouTube. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be more than interested in hearing your opinions about it. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's blogs, projects, or challenges, you name it, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media, all the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you're having another great day. As always, I hope to see all of you again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.